Alright, welcome to the first annual, I guess, or whatever, however often I will be able to do this nice micro stream of coding, or rather coding stream, I guess. We are working in the Godot engine, so I am trying to make one task for the OpenSuspect game. So I have opened up my OpenSuspect here, but I also just made the one project here. This one project, it only contains just this door. So this is what I try to implement, how to open this door by lifting these handles here in the middle. So what I want to do is to be able to grab it with the mouse, lift it up, and then I guess turn it in the outside and then do it with both. And once that happens, the door opens, and this is how the door in a closed state looks like, and then this is how the door would look in the open state. So once you open the door, you would have access to the objects that are inside this cabinet. So this is what we are trying to achieve here, and for this I am wearing my Archonex t-shirt. Just, I don't know, I wanted to show that off. Anyways, so what I'm trying to figure out here is how do I read the events. So how I am at this point with this specific task, and this specific task I've been working on for much longer than I would like to admit here, because I have some issues. But that issue specifically comes up because in the game itself I will put this whole task on top of this what is this called, this pop-up, and this pop-up has some weird issues with the clicking. So I guess well, in the meantime I already got some spams here. Great. No one's watching the stream, but the spam bots found me. Anyways. So this is going to have, I am having some problems here, but I guess first let me just try to implement it separately. I can test it very easily if yeah, I'm trying this. Okay, this is a very nasty chatbot trying to offend me here. I should have set my moderation preferences to strict, but no one ever tried to spam my chat before. So anyways, don't spam my chat, please, but yeah, this is very strange. Anyways, so I'm trying to implement here is just as I said, just grab the handle and just implement it separately. And so I have this very okay, why are you here? Go away. So we don't do anything when it's ready specifically, but we have these onReady variables to easily access the door closed, handle left, and door closed, handle right, and also the door opened and door closed nodes. So these will be handle left and handle right, and then open or close this whole everything that I can hide and make it appear again that's everything is closed, and when the door is open, then that's going to happen. So what's going to happen is that I want to hide the closed state and show the open state once the door is open. So that's why I have all these other things, and then I have, you can see in the right hand side here, hopefully not covered by my camera image, is that we have all these events for the collision object. So handle left, what is the handle left? So that is an area 2D which has a sprite on it and a collision shape on it. Same for handle right. And so once in the handle, both handles actually have the input event and the mouse entered and mouse exited status. And what we are doing here is when we have these 4 Boolean variables to this scene, left in, left grab, right in, right grab. So these, the variables ended in are the ones that will be following whether my mouse is in the area or not, and the grab is whether I am grabbing it currently. So if my mouse enters the handle left or the right handle or the left handle, then the corresponding boolean will be set to true, and if the mouse leaves, then it will be set to false, and also even if we are grabbing it, the grab will be lost in there. So we are going to let me just add this print here, mouse exited, so I can demonstrate it. So let me go back to the tiled mode and let's can't actually access this. Okay, so this is what happens, and now tile mode. So here in the output window, if we can see that at all in the bottom right corner over there, and then if I move my mouse here, okay, so mouse exited and entered. Let me just close this window, and you can see that it's whenever I entered and exited with my mouse, something that meant that something happened. Okay, let me just move this browser window out from this screen and just run. Okay, now you can see mouse entered, mouse exited. So this is how we are going to be keeping track of what's going on there. You can see here why is this output text not increased to the same size as every other text? I don't know. And I'm not going to be figuring it out now. So let me just move this back to number 5 here. So we are going to be adding the input event things here because that's what I have not done yet. And let's see. So input event mouse button, that's what we are going to need to check if the mouse have been pressed down, and input event mouse motion will be used to check where is the mouse going. Screen drag. Now input event action contains generic action. These ones are often generated by programmer as feedback. Okay, so we need to figure out how to just I guess the press is the button pressed. That's what we need to figure out. So let's go to the corresponding side. Input event mouse button properties, button index, double click, factor pressed. Okay, the mouse button identifier or the button list button or button will constants button index. Okay, so this will tell me what is the index. So left button, right button, middle button. Mouse state is double click, factor of the event, scroll amount. Okay, that's not really important. True, mouse button state is pressed. If it's false, the mouse button state is released. Okay. Let's try to do something with that information. come on, let me try this again. U is the floating mode, yes. Great, so let me just shrink this down. Can we, is there any? No, there is nothing here that's going to be helpful for me at the moment. So let me just try to viewport event and the shape. So for that I guess I will have to go back to input event. Shape IDX. Yeah, I don't think I will need that at the moment. Or will I? I don't think so, because generic input first, then GUI input. No one wants it. Unhandled input and collision object input event. Well, I have no idea. So we haven't also traveled up the scene tree, but since these events target specific controls, only direct ancestor to the targeted control receive the event. In accordance with good old nodes-based design, this enables specialized child nodes to handle and custom. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. Input event. Yeah, this is okay. So this is a class reference. Okay, I don't need this. I guess what I need to do is these are several specialized types of input event. Type index. How do I even handle that? EV equals input event action. This is not really what I'm looking for, isn't it? How would I look for help on this? Collision object. Maybe I need to go to the collision object to the input reference. So let me just duplicate this tab here and let's check out collision. Collision shapes, I guess. No, not 3D. It's collision object. Collision object. And we are going to take a look at this here. Let me just, I just figured out it probably cannot read it on the stream if I don't increase the size of these. So we have a get collision. No, we want signals. Yes, we want this signal. Input event. Node camera input event and vector 3 position and vector 3 normal. Okay, emitted when object receives an unhandled input event. Position is the location in world space of the mouse pointer on the surface of the shape with index, shape, IDX, and normal is the normal vector of the surface at that point. I don't think the normal... Yeah, we don't have normal. We only have viewport. But then there's not the same thing. So you have event and viewport. Node object. Hello Moxvolix, welcome to the stream. I acquired a bot in the chat. Yes, I tried to mute and delete it. I don't know if the bot Did I delete the both messages successfully or did I not? This is area 2D. But it's supposed to be collision object 2D. Okay, so that's what I'm missing here. I am so sorry. Collision object 2D. Alright, this one what I need, and I need its signals. Alright. Signal input event node viewport emitted when output input event occurs. Requires input pickable to be true and at least one collision layer bit to be set. See input event for details. Okay, this one. This input event. Oh, the name stayed and the messages are gone. That's... Yeah, but the name itself is the message, I guess, in this bot. So that's not really good moderation. Anyways. So we require... Yeah, that's alright. Connect the input event signal to easily pick up these events. Accepts unhandled input events, and then we are going back to the input event screen here, or whatever this is. Or isn't it not the same? No, it's actually the using input. Okay, so this is the class reference for the input event. Alright. So there is a method x formed by... Alright. Is action type. Is action pressed. Is action. Okay, so this one of these methods will be what I'm looking for. Get action strength. Returns over depending on given action state. Yeah, this is joypad motion, which I don't care about. Welcome, Sabadu Kamble. Sabad Kamble. I'm sorry for that, butchering the names. So I'm trying to figure out, we have two people actually in the chat. Let me describe the thing I'm trying to do here. So we have this door, this cabinet has a door, and the door has two handles, handle left and handle right. And I want the user to be able to grab the door handle, lift up and turn it outwards, and then the door opens like this. So it's very simple. I have no idea how to do it. The only thing I managed to do up to this point is to track whether the mouse is in the place where it can grab either the left or the right handle, and whether it's mouse entered and mouse exited is done, and we are basically just using these four. Well, actually at the moment we're just only using these two variables, so left in and right in, whether the mouse is in the left or the right handle. And now I'm trying to figure out how can I grab the door handle using input events in Godot. And in the meantime you can watch me struggle with my tiling window manager. I guess that's part of the fun. So what I'm trying to figure out is that what is this bool is action. Returns true if this input event matches a predefined action of any type. String action bool exact match equals false. If exact match is false, it ignores the input modifiers and input mouse events. So this one should be predefined actions which we can define in Godot. And this bool is action pressed returns. This is also string action. Okay, it returns true if given action is being pressed and is not an echo event of unless allow echo is true. Not relevant for events of type input mouse motion or input event screen drag. If exact match is false, it ignores the input. I don't care. Input. Is action pressed? how the hell do I action pressed UI right? So, however, it's cleaner and more flexible to use provided input map feature, which allows you to define input actions and assign them different keys. This way you can define multiple keys for the same action. Okay, so maybe I need to check my project. So this is not actually, so this is just a dummy project that I'm just doing just to figure out how to do things, but the real project for the OpenSuspect is this one. But this is even more complicated because here I want to put this whole thing on the top of this pop-up window. And so in this one we have, I guess, project settings and input map. So we just have UI accept, UI select, your focus text, UI left, device 0, button 14, device 0, axis 0. Oh, these are movement keys. Kill, reload, interact. So I'm trying to figure out, is there no mouse button actually used here? Okay, so what I should do maybe is, do I just go around in this project and try to figure out how something else is done? So for example, we don't really have grabbing, we only have clicking things. And for that, that's going to be on the HUD and infiltrator HUD. That's going to have this icon, but this icon is, this is a kill button, so it already has this action stuff, so there is not much help for me in that. Alright, so I'm still totally stunned on how do I handle the mouse button being pressed. Do I just add an input on my input map, enter KP, enter device 0, button 0, UI select, UI cancel, UI focus text, device 0, button 14. I am not sure. So this is where I got stuck last time. So maybe I'll just have to DuckDuckGo it, I guess. Good old engine 2D mouse press. Yeah, but I don't want click action, I want to be able to grab these things. Mouse and input coordinates. How I've handled an area 2D mouse click. Just yeah, but I don't want just click, I want print mouse over and event is pressed. Event button index. Okay, so maybe this is what I need to do. Event is pressed and event button index equals button left. Alright, is this going to work? Can I just do this? Let me just... Okay, I know it's very small for the viewers to see here. Oh, what am I... Gee. So after countless searching on area 2D node... But is this the working solution or is this just the question? Wait a second. How I handled this? Yeah, okay, so I guess... Not to burst your bubble, but there is more efficient way of doing this. You can use the input event signal on the area 2D and then Okay, this is much better. This is what I need actually, I would think so. You can use the input event signal. Okay, let's do this. Let's just copy this one. Oh, bots again. Yeah, I hope I only hidden the bots and none of the real viewers. That would be a shame. Okay, so maybe I think this is event type. This is what I'm looking for. And then I will just print mouse grabbed. It is very, very disturbing how easy it seems to be to register YouTube accounts, just spam chats. And this works while I have real viewers on my videos who cannot comment, or rather their comments get disappeared right away. Alright, let me just try this. This is going to work. So now if I... now I got an error. Alright. What was the debugger output here? Godot 3 is slightly different. Event is input. Okay, so we are in Godot 3 here. Okay, in, exit, in. And now if I press mouse grabbed. Oh, that's great. Now I just have to figure out how to ungrab the... So this is going to be left grab equals true. What about setting as a texture button? Yeah, I want it to be dragged, so I want it to be moved up and down. I tried multiple different things in the past and nothing seemed to be worked. And what else? Is there an event for mouse button being released? That's the other thing we need to figure out. So of course we are going to be doing this here too, but with the right grab. Or maybe I can just do like, as long as maybe it is easier if I just let the user just click once, so it doesn't matter if the user is grabbing it or not, as long as the mouse is over. I mean, we can just modify that later. But now that we have this, that we have an event of this thing pressed down, now what I need to do is I want to check how to move my door handle with Godot engine T2D mouse movement event. Yeah, jeez, all these bots. How do they always find me? I'm like, I have a very small channel with like 2 or 3 people watching the stream. Who are they targeting with these bots? Mouse and input coordinates. But the mouse mode is set using input event. This is just going to be the same. Same old thing. Input event. Mouse button. Input event mouse. Global position and position. Local mouse position relative to the viewport. Global mouse position relative to the current viewport. So can we just input event mouse. Also your stream cut out of a bit. May have been internet though. Yeah. I'm trying to trying my best to kick out the bots in the meantime, while I'm also trying to figure out how to use my mouse to control my 2D something. 2D characters direction. I move my cursor to the left, my character, yeah. Assuming that you're using an animated sprite called this GDScript event relative. If event is input event mouse motion, okay. Event.relative.x, event.relative.x, and event.relative.y. Do we have input event? Is there a relative? Where is the relative coming from? Does this work? Event the relative. Does this exist? I'm not sure if this I think this probably does not exist. It's not using on-click, just mouse motion. And that would be what I'm trying to achieve, so. Okay, now I clicked on it and now everything crashed, so what we can see here is that invalid get index relative on base. So there is not such thing as relative on. I need to stop this execution here. There's no event.relative. So what I need is, okay, so let's just debug this and let's just open this in the debugger. Plain scene, play customs. How do I debug? Debug. Maybe I just press this and there will be. Okay, we are at the breakpoint here. So let me just move this out of the way. So event. Where can I check what is event? Event is an object which here. This is viewport and this is event. So input event mouse button has factor button index, input event mouse, it has position and global position. Okay. So I can get position, and then I can get global position and .x and .y. Okay, that looks like event .x. Let's just try and print this just to see if if I got it right in my mind. So once I click, oh, I can just remove this breakpoint from here. And if I click here, oh, then it only, yeah, because, okay. Now that makes sense. But what if I just move this outside of the if statement here? Oh, okay, you can see wherever my mouse goes, the coordinates, while I'm in this, the coordinates will be printed. Great! Oh, you have a drag script from your testing? What is your... I mean, I'm of course interested in that. I am quite sure that it would help. Type of the class variable will be vector2, I guess. Equals, how do I add vector like this? I don't know. Oh, this is an array, so vector is just regular brackets. No, what is... Okay, I guess I will just do whatever. Even so, send a gist link. What do you mean by a gist link? I get, maybe you meant a GitHub link. Alright, so let me just okay, this will be previous mouse coordinates, which I will just make it event.position and then I will make an else block here, I guess. A GitHub gist. Oh right, I am very unfamiliar with this terminology. It's like pastebin kinda. Oh, okay. Where did you send it to me? On Element? In private? In our private element? I am trying to open it in the second screen in the meantime. movement, that should be var movement, and this is also vector 2D. Oh, this is how you did it. Let me just var current tile, click pause X, click pause, okay. So you are dragging tiles around. Yeah, so this is interesting actually. But at the first glance, so as input action just pressed UI touch. Oh, so this works. Yeah, this is for touch input, and then you get the position of the click. Yeah, I tried ignore the grid lines. Alright, so just because you want also you are matching, so when you move you just want this to always move matching the grid, right? What I'm trying to do is here when I've got the movement here, can I just use the handle left, because I have the left handle dot somehow just modify the position. Oh, come on. Godot got just started throwing random errors here. So how do I use just the position property dot equal, or let's just say plus equals movement. When it is dragged, it follows the mouse. Yeah, that's let me just see what happens with this. It dies with invalid get index position on base null instance. What? Why is this a null instance? Did I just... No. Left handle. This is the node, this is this. Oh, because... What? Why are we on these two? What? What is going on here? Why are we on these two nodes? Yeah, that's the problem here. It's because I have node 2D and another node 2D on top of each other. Damn. What? Node 2D slash node 2D. Why am I making a fool of myself? Oh, why is this? Because there is no need for these there. Alright. It looks like I haven't been working in Godot for a while. Now what? Null instance. Why are you a null instance? No, because I named these things differently than how I named things in the original Godot project where I copied these lines from. No, and it's not a node, it's an OC. Oh, thanks Moxfolix for catching even the typo. Node 2D slash node 2D slash door underscore closed and door underscore opened, and then handle left and handle right are in snake case. Why am I such a noob? Okay, still something's not good. Okay, why don't I just strive node 2D slash, come on, help me please, help me Godot, why don't you help me with your autofill something? Okay, node 2D door closed handle left. Okay, so actually this second node 2D is not needed. What am I even... Oh, because node 2D is where... Okay, I get it now. Okay, sorry. So the thing is, yeah, thank you for catching me in the... I also, like, I'm watching like Coding Daily, and I'm always like, oh, you missed something there, and then he always catches it, of course, later. He's very smart. But anyway, so this is because, so what I just totally forgot is that the script is attached to the node 2D already. So the first node 2D we don't need to mention, only the second one, because reasons. Because this script is the script for this node 2D, and this node 2D is inside that node 2D. Alright. And now it just jumps all over the place. Okay, something's working. So if I'm just totally moving in things in the opposite direction, that's fine. At least now we know that this is how we can manipulate its position. Elif, what is it? Left grab. So only if we are grabbing things, that's when it should work. So now nothing should happen, but once I press this, okay, and if I move outside of the box, if you can see, like, you can see that when I'm moving up, it's moving down, so it's moving in the opposite direction, which is which is something. So I need to reverse this subtraction here. And also, I actually don't want both, I only want the y coordinate to move, so left handle dot y plus equals movement dot y. Let's see. Oh, nice. And once Yeah, the thing is that if I don't have to keep the mouse button down. If I just release the mouse button, can I, if I just, I think it's not going to follow my, yeah, even if I resize this window, it's not going to follow the size. So maybe I should just do some magic in OBS here and add, or at least get a window chemical cabinet. No test. No, what is this window going to be called? Yeah, okay, if I just add this one. If I add this magic in OBS, you can now see this is like I can just grab it, and as long as I don't grab it too fast, it's following my mouse. And when I move outside, then I have to grab again. Great. Great, now I just have to set some limits. So I cannot move this up off the screen or something. Okay, is the OBS magic working? Yes, the OBS magic is working, right. So what I need to do is let me just copy this whole thing to here, and this is going to be, of course, right, grab, and the right handle. Okay, so this I figured out. Now I need to just figure out the, I guess, var max y. So I don't want the handle to be moved more to the bottom than where it is. So this is going to be an integer, and this is going to be equal. This has to be an already word now, because I will use the door. No, what is it? Let's say left handle dot. What was, I'm such a forgetful here. Position dot y, and let's make a handle max x, and that will be, no, this is going to be min y, actually not max x. Then this is going to be position y minus 150. Let's just try this. Oh, but first I need to actually do some testing here. So if, no, not here, just after, if left handle dot position dot y is larger than handle max y, then we will just make it equal, and of course the same thing with position y smaller than min y, then equals to min y, and then the same thing goes for the right handle. I'm quite sure I could simplify this, and maybe I will optimize it later, but now I just want things to work. So now I cannot move this more to the bottom, and I can only move it this far, which is a little too much. So I guess half of this should be sufficient. So let's go 75. Nice, almost. I want it to be... Wow. Just up to this point, maybe like this. Just a little up, and so maybe it's going to be just 50. Yes, 50 is perfect. I can move it up, and now I want it to be able to grab it here and move it to the left. Like open it up. And how do I do that? Why isn't my right handle moving? Why is only my left handle working? Oh, if I... Why am I moving the left handle even if I'm grabbing the right handle? Something's not working here. Right handle, do I... What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Right handle, and this is everything is left handle. Previous mouse coordinate is... Am I just... Yeah, this is the error here. Handle right. Small error over there. Now I can move this one and I can move this one. Great. Okay, now I need to figure out, and if anyone in the chat can help me figure out, that would be nice. How do I turn these left and right? So what I can do is I should check whether this we reach the top. Well, we basically do it here. So if we reach the top, then maybe I need to handle the turning. How do I rotate this thing? Bit over my pay grade, said Moxfelix. Yeah, well. So what I'm thinking about right now is just do something really crude. Like, I need the mouse coordinate. I need to use the mouse coordinate and compare the mouse coordinates to the coordinates of this handle, which is going to be event.position and left handle.position minus event.position. Is my grammar correct here? Oh, I need to define. It's so nice that we need to define the variables before using them. Actually, it's much better than in Python, where I just start typing random variable names. Okay, so what I think I have to do is some kind of trigonometry. Trigonometry. And I need to figure out an angle based on the angle the mouse. Well, I have the suspicion that my handle here is actually... Oh wait, is it in the middle? Okay, I thought it was going to be in the left, top left corner, but no. Rotation degree. Yeah, it's not good. I need to revamp this a bit because I don't want it to rotate around its middle. So how do I do that? No, this moves everything, right? I just want... I just want this handle of the handle to be on the top. Or, yeah, that's one other thing I can do is actually just move the sprite and the collision shape down. So if I move this Y 50 and then I rotate this one, yeah, that's much better. So this one should be at Y50, this one also going to be at Y50. And so these we move to Y minus 50. This one also going to minus 50 up there, and the collision shape will also have to be brought down, of course. Yes. Okay, so now if I will turn the handles, well, let me just test if I didn't, did I break or did I not break? Yeah, the top-down movement is perfectly fine. Okay. So let's go back to the code and just try to figure out the angle. I need to figure out an angle based on the things here. So I need to figure out an angle. I'll just go back here. Godot engine 2D vector 2D angle. Do I need to do the cosine by myself, or is there anything that can calculate it for me automatically? Vector angle. Yes, we have an angle. What is angle 2? Returns the angle of the given vector in radians. Angle to point returns the angle between the line connecting the 2 points in the x-axis in radians. Returns the normalized vector pointing from this vector to B. This is actually, and I don't care. Okay, so I just need vector.angle, I guess. And maybe just left handle dot rotation equals positive dot angle can get index angle on base vector 2. Come on! What do I just say angle and vector 2? Okay, angle vector 2. Is it how it works? The method angle isn't declared in the current class. Where do I get angle then? Methods. No, it's vector 2. That should have a method called angle. Oh, it's a method. Okay. That makes all the difference. Knife. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can see that this angle is not that what we're looking for. Texture button is easiest way to drag. Alright. I mean, what should we do then? The question is, will the texture button work on the, this one? On the, what is this called? The pop-up we have in the OpenSuspect. Will the rotation work there? Let me just, I think... why is it not? What's going on there? Even position and left handle dot position. Yeah, I'm not sure if this will work well with the, I mean, should work, but I'm just not confident. Because is this some kind of issue with the radian conversion? Let me just... Positive dot angle, because the angle, this angle function is returns vector's angle with respect to x in radians. Quarter turn and the vector pi and the equivalent to the result. Okay, so let me just try something else out really quick. So if I just set this rotation to, I don't know, 25, and I don't know, I guess what am I doing here? Just print No, no, what better do I print? Just print it here, that's going to work. Print left handle dot rotation. Now in this magical world you won't see the debug output, so 0, yeah, that should be radians, but what's happening there? And why isn't it going more up? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What stops it from turning more? Okay, so MuxFlex is using the on button down and button up functions to set the dragging variable, and then setting the position based on the mouse cursor if dragging is true. Yeah, but here I want to keep, so if I'm dragging this bottom part, I want it to move the bottom part with it. I'm just really interested in why so this is 0 at this point, and then it just becomes whatever it becomes. Okay, let's stop this. What the hell is going on? Movement, left handle position, yeah, so probably Okay, so the thing is that once the handle is rotated, I don't want it to move up and down anymore. So let's just say if left handle the rotation equals 0, then we can move this up and down. Otherwise I don't want it to be. So now I cannot move it up and down, but if I move down, okay, this is really, really strange. This is really, really strange. Okay, so this is what I want. I don't want it. I would let's just leave this alone. The only thing I want the left handle dot position, that should be fixed at this point. The event position minus left handle dot position. I think, yeah, probably the origin of this left hand. I need the global position of this left handle, not the regular position, right? Global position, that's going to be the issue. And now now it's just weird. Okay, so this is more. It just I guess there is like a 90 degrees difference between how the rotation is handled. So I guess I need to minus pi. Is there like a just capital pi over 2? Okay, it's yes! Yes! Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Now it's dead. Oh, Moxflix, you need to go at the point of honor. Yeah, it's late. I have to also go very soon. I'm just going to make this a little less restrictive and implement it to the right hand side and also have like a maximum angle too, and then I guess that's going to be it. So what I want is when I turn it to, like, let me show what my end result. I want it that once you move it upwards, then you move it outwards, maybe like this angle, and then it won't move anymore. And then you can turn your other one to the outside, and then the door pops open. So this is how chemical cabinets work in real life, and this is what we're trying to achieve here. And I think I can do it in like maybe 10-15 minutes. So Moxflix, you can check back on the recorded version tomorrow if you are interested in the finally how I managed to solve it. And I shouldn't just talk into the microphone because it seems to me that I'm always in the red. And I guess so, yeah, just give me 15 more minutes and I will conclude this coding session for today. And then maybe we will come back next week with more Godot fun. And then I'll try to implement this in the real game instead of just a separate dummy project. Alright, so good night, Moxflix, and hope to see you next time. It's like less or equal than 0.1 and more or equal minus 0.1. And I guess this one should be elif. And then else pass. Alright. So now at this point we can move that more and more, and then also wait, is there just like a max or min? Yes, there is a max and min in Godot, so that will simplify our life a lot more. So then I don't need this here. What I have to do is just left handle position y equals max left handle position y and handle min y, and also get the min and max y. And also left handle dot rotation okay, so equals, okay, let me just define max rotation here as, let's just make it pi per 2 for the time being. And once we did that, what did I call it? Max rot. So this will be minimum of this, max rot, and then also I want left handle dot rotation to be max of left handle dot rotation and 0. If left handle position, yeah, I don't need this one, and this one is only if left handle dot position the y is less than handle the min y, I don't need to do this anymore. Well, it cannot be less than a minimum y at this point. Right. Did I just totally screw up everything? No. But once I move it up to 90 degrees, it resets itself to 0. So something's still not perfect. What is the issue here? What is the issue here? What is the issue here? What makes the left handle maximum? Oh, because once we hit that, that's good, that's where it's going to be 0, right? No. No, that makes no sense. And then we reach pi and it jumps back to 0. Why do we jump back to 0? And you can barely see the numbers down there, I guess, but now it's 0, I move it up. Yeah, this 0.1 is too little. But anyways, let's just move up, and reach half pi and it goes back and it's 0 again. Something's not working. Something is not working here. Why is it not working here? Let me just not print it here. What I need to see is when, so max handle, left handle rotation, and just print left handle rotation. Why don't you help me with the tab completion here, please, Godot? There is no end for the print. Alright, then let's just let me debug this real quick. So move it up. Yeah, it becomes 0. But why? Why do you become 0? Minimum of or maximum of 0 and okay, if I just comment this line out. And go all the way this. Then I can just this is minus, this is minus, and now we are in the plus territory. Plus, and yeah, this is what I was thinking, that at this point we just cross into the minus territory for some weird reason. It doesn't go until minus pi, it goes until minus 3 half pi's. Oh, because yeah, that's why this goes. Damn it. Because we are handling these things very carelessly. I would say, yeah, because I'm just minus pi half. Okay, anyways, so if I just need to make this max rotation less than pi over 2, let's make it just pi over 3, that's going to be 60 degrees. And this, yeah, I move it up, move it out, can't move it more out, it's impossible to move it more out, and impossible to move it in the opposite direction. Great! Okay, so this is okay, this is done. Now what I need to do, what I want to do is just, so this one, I don't want to just make the same thing twice here. Let me just write a new function, move handle, and what we need in the move handle is the movement. All these things we will just copy here, or rather just put it here. We need event. We need a handle node, which will, instead of left handle, we'll be just using the handle node here. Okay, so here we give the left handle as a handle node, and we also want because in case of the rotation, what we need to do is get the max rotation and the min rotation. Okay. Max rot sign. That's going to be max rot sign. And if do I do this? No. Let's make it left side. Boolean. If left side, then do this, and if right side, then we will do the opposite, which is this is minus, this is max, and this is min. So this is left side, so this is true. Is true lowercase here, yes. So I will just move this one here too, and let's try move this and rotate, and it's not rotating anymore, and it's alright. Can open and can close. Oh, damn it. Sorry. This is false and this is right handle. Come on. Open. Yeah, maybe we can make the handlebars a little. And this is the last thing we need is to open the door. So what we can do here is we can write a function to check door handles, and what it will do is it will I guess we will check handle, no, not handle node, but we will just right handle if right handle dot rotation is I don't know, smaller or equals minus max rot times, I don't know, 0.9, and how do I break lines here? I don't know. Left handle rotation is larger than plus infinity. Then what we do is, what's door opened, door closed, the visible equals false, door opened dot visible equals true. Let's see how it handles now. How do doors handle? Let me just use my ops magic to increase this for you. Alright, okay, open. Oh no, it's not working because I'm not calling this function anywhere. Check door handles here, not here. Oh, there, yeah, I can actually call it here. Best thing to do, open the door. And the door is open! What? No, the open door is... Door open. Yay, almost. Almost. Bang! And the door is opened. Great, great. This is lifetime achievement, I guess. Alright, no, not really, but I guess we can do just one tiny bit of fine-tuning, which is I don't know. No, let's not do any more fine-tuning. I think it works fine enough. So this is going to be the end of today's stream. Why do we have 4 errors here? Unused arguments. Let's just take a look at this. The argument viewport is never used in the function. Okay, nothing I can do about that one. So go away, please. Alright, today's mission is accomplished, and the next mission will be to implement all these to the actual game, which we will have some additional issues. So we want to handle things in this situation in a way that this is a pop-up, so there will be like the real map will be behind us, and the moment if I run this, there will be a lot of things. So you have no idea how I did it. Well, so the thing is, I have this move hand. So this is the... So if you don't understand, it's a good reminder to me that let's just give a concise explanation of what I did, because yeah, I might have not expressed clearly what's going on. So what's happening here is we have both the door handles, and when we use these collision shapes to check whether the mouse is inside the door handle, so we have left and right, and we call these events if we are inside when there is like the mouse down event. So if we press the mouse button, what happens is we're going to grab the handle. So that's what this grab equals true will make here. So if we are inside the shape and press the mouse, then we grab the handle, and we also save the position of the mouse. And if we are still inside that handle, this collision shape of the handle, then we will just call this move handle function with the event, and this is the name of the handle, so it can be either left or the right handle. And the left handle, we will also say this true, and we will also say this false if in the right handle case. And this move handle function is the soul of everything. So what we're doing here is we get the movement vector, which is going to be the current mouse position minus the previous mouse position that we are saved here, the previous mouse position. And once we have that, the difference, that's the difference between the two mouse positions, going to be the movement. So first I will check whether my handle is rotated or not, because if my handle is rotated, then it should be in a fixed position. So how these door handles work in real life is that once you like lifted them up and once you rotate, the rotation will lock them in the vertical position. So once you opened it, rotated it to open, then the handle cannot move down. So this is kind of a security feature that you cannot just open the door, you have to first move the handle up and then rotate. So once it's rotated, the handle cannot change its position, it will have to stay inside the maximum or the minimum position or whatever. But if the handle is down, so the rotation angle is small, it's between this small positive and small negative number, in that case we can move, but we only move the handle in the y coordinate, so only the y component of the of this movement vector. And then what we do is we check these two lines, just check whether we are trying to move the handle too much up or too much down. And what else? We have, if we moved it to the top position, so we moved it up to the top, that's going to be the y coordinate is going to be at the minimum. And if the y coordinate is at the minimum, then we can rotate the handle. So we will check the difference between the mouse, so where my mouse is and where the handle is. So if my mouse is down and my handle is up there, then it's going to be this vector, and if I'm moving it to the side, then this vector will have some kind of the angle, and that angle will be calculated, and we will use that angle to rotate we will use the angle to rotate the handle, but depending on whether it's on the left side or the right side, the handle can either move only in the negative or only in the positive direction. And in the end, we also check whether both of these handles have reached their maximum rotation, and if they reach the maximum rotation, then the doors will just pop open automatically. So this is why at this position I cannot rotate yet. I cannot move the handle more to the downside than it already is. I also cannot move it more up, but I can kind of rotate, but in this rotated state it won't move down. I have to like close it this way, and also this one, and once I rotate it fully, the doors are open. Okay, so end of the video. Thank you for coming, and if there are any questions you can leave them down in the comment section and I will reply to those in the future. And the next coding session we will try to implement this in the real OpenSuspect game, and then I guess we'll see each other that time. And I hope you have a fantastic day. If you still have anything left from your weekend, then enjoy your weekend. Mine is almost over. I'm going to bed soon. And if you are also going to bed, then good night. And subscribe to the channel for more programming and open source and other things. Bye. Thank you for coming.